The first was rushed to market, the second was considerably better. On this edition of Test Drive, the third generation of the Mercedes-Benz M-Class. Not so long ago, if you mentioned diesel, many would start to laugh hysterically. That was then, this is today. When it comes to the new M-Class, one of the bigger improvements is found under the hood, an extensively revised version of Mercedes-Benz delightful 3-litre turbo diesel. The rework does some great things. The horsepower rises by 30 to 240. The real sweetness, however, is found in the diesel's twisting power. With 455 pound-feet of torque on tap, at 1600 RPM, it pulls the skin off a rice pudding without breaking a sweat. Needless to say, the fact the torque enters at such low revs means that there's no lag time whatsoever. Now that explains the 0 to 100k time of 7.3 seconds. On a bitterly cold day like today, diesels used to be very difficult to start. Now that is a thing of the past. The other advantage they really do enjoy, much better fuel economy. Now if you take this ML and equip it with a 3.5 litre V6 gas engine, it will consume 1.8 litres per 100 kilometres more in the city and 1.6 on the highway. Over time, that represents a considerable saving. Now, for all of the naysayers out there that suggest that that advantage is eroded by the additional cost of diesel, I've got one word for you: rubbish. The power is put to pavement through a 7-speed automatic transmission and Mercedes' slick 4MATIC all-wheel drive system. It's fast to react to changing conditions, and it accomplishes this regardless of whether it's being tested on-road or off. The fact it's seamless in the manner in which it alters the torque distribution underscores its proficiency. The cabin of this new M-Class takes a big step forward. The materials are much richer and they're offset with some very nice wood accents. It also arrived loaded. This thing's got a power panoramic sunroof, a very good Harman Kardon sound system, and a full-on navigation system. In fact, it all comes together so nicely, there's really only one thing to complain about. This screen, it should be touch sensitive. It's not. Dynamically, the latest M-Class is significantly better. The suspension controls unwanted body motion without feeling firm. The M also now employs an electromechanical steering system which brings the right weighting at any speed. This newfound feedback makes the Big M feel surprisingly accomplished and remarkably refined. The other noteworthy piece of the dynamic equation is the progressive nature of the brake pedal. Many diesel-powered vehicles tend to have an awkwardly mushy pedal that's tough to modulate. Not here. This new M-Class is a surprisingly large vehicle. This back seat, for instance, it will accommodate 3 adults realistically. Now, when you get around to the back end, you access all of the cargo area through a handy power liftgate. When it's open, 24.5 cubic feet of cargo space with the seats up. If you fold them flat, well, you open up 71 cubic feet. A quick jaunt off-road also proved the ML350 works just as well. The diesel's torque also allows it to rumble down a gnarly trail without labouring. It also has the right ground clearance and suspension travel. This new M-Class is a considerably better vehicle than the one it replaces, and it was no slouch. This time around, much nicer cabin, much better interior, and it's got that sweet diesel engine. So sweet, in fact, it makes me wonder why anybody would buy a gasoline-powered version of this new ML.